What's happening?
What's happening?
What is good?
Man, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff, man. So, what is today? Tuesday, right? Is it Tuesday? Tuesday. So I do want to make an announcement. I'll start in the beginning because this has not been really publicly pushed out yet, but we are actually live with Funnel Pilot. So the last 2 years we focused, and again, a lot of this was based on having to get FLAs to FLQA. Obviously, have RevShare 2.0 that just got announced, which is huge. Unlocking those levels has become a lot easier. But the one thing that we've done consistently for agent attraction since we've been here is, how do we help agents close more deals? How do we help them get more leads? And so really the last 2 years we've been doing that, but we couldn't really do it at scale. So I couldn't really say, hey, we can, do this for everybody. So Braden would build out funnels. You spend a couple grand, he would build them out for you. And we just recently launched Funnel Pilot, which is a way cheap way for us to do it for you. It includes your Lofty platform, plus all the coaching, hand-holding, support to make sure we get you up and running. We build out all your ads, all your funnels, all that stuff. And you can go to funnelpilot.com and register. I'm going to be doing that presentation live Thursday. I think it's at 1:00 Central, but it's on there when you register. So for those that want to see what we're doing, this is also a huge agent attraction play. It's what I've been using for agent attraction to attract agents and recruit agents for the last couple of years as I've been trying to stay above 40 when it was 40 and all of that. So it's certainly a great offer that you'll be able to leverage and recruit with. But if you or anybody in your downline is needing high quality leads at a super low cost done for you, with pretty much anything and everything you can imagine, it's way deeper than that. Just watch it, go to funnelpilot.com, register, and okay, that didn't post, but it's funnelpilot.com. So go to funnelpilot.com and you can register and watch that presentation on Thursday. And so far, the feedback's been pretty unbelievable. It's pretty awesome. So check it out. If you have somebody, think of your people, invite them to it. It's definitely going to be able to help them close more deals. So check it out.
Sweet. Absolutely.
And I'm back in Puerto Rico, so I haven't been outside yet. It looks hot.
Yes. A good heat for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Albie.
Hey, fellas.
What up, yo?
Cranking away. I was just on a call with a Remax guy who's coming over.
Right on.
Nice.
Good stuff going on. Got a big team, big team whale we're working on up here too. So all kinds of good movement, man. Feels like a lot of people woke up. They just like, oh, hey, let's talk. And it comes in those waves. It's been like that. It's hard to even predict it. But yeah, that's really about it.
What's triggering that wake up?
Well, with these is, there's two parts of it for the big team. One is the financial part. They're with a traditional brokerage that no cap, spending six figures they're paying them just in the, in the split annually. And they don't get nothing. Like
right.
Nothing. Like as in nothing. So that's part of it. There's a financial piece to it. And then the other pieces for them, it's like growth. Like, where can we go from here? They've been stuck in the same spot for, 5 years, producing at an extremely high level, but stuck in the same spot. There's been no growth, no nothing. So for them, it's the opportunity to gain, from the financial model and just the exponential gain that, from the stock and revenue share that doesn't exist in their current model. And very similar, the other person that was just literally, that's why I'm late, is just an OG Remax guy. I've known him for years. Great producer. But again, he's staring down his next 10 years and he's like, man, I'm not going to be in any better position today than I will in 10 years if I don't do something different today.
Yeah.
So those are the reasons for those two people. But Yeah, I mean, not much has changed, I mean, those were the two reasons for me, and when Jay and I and we all went to EXPCon and met, when we saw the vision, we're like, yep. And that's the thing is like, nobody's, unless we can get them to an event, they're not going to see and feel that. You get them to an event, it's game over. Then they see the vision, they feel the vision. They feel that energy. It's like, oh gosh, I didn't see this. You just thought it was just like some cool idea, cloud-based brokerage, blah, blah, blah. We're hearing them all fight online and all stuff, but you get them to an event where they actually feel that. And that's funny. We haven't changed our tune in 6.5 years. Get them to an event. Get them to an event. Speaking of getting them to an event, man, we are extremely close. Jay, and you know who the person is, and so do you, John, because we're on that group text together of getting our absolute slam dunk celebrity rock star to our agent to CEO and Rock and Rescue in September. Actually, 2 rock stars. So we're not getting no's from these people. We're getting, hey, I'm checking flights. So that's fantastic, and that's going to be a great one. And we're capping that at 100 agents. 100 people. So good stuff.
Coming up in September. I mean, obviously a lot between now and then. But yeah, you're right. And I think, getting to the event side of things gets people, it's the whole, what is it that you can't see the picture inside of the frame. So being kind of in your day to day, it takes getting into a different energy into an event, right? To where you can be there. That's why when we talk about doing strategy, you need to get out of your day to day because it just hampers your creativeness. And when our creativeness is hampered, then what's possible is not even on our radar. And I think that's what events do a tremendous job of is getting you out of the day to day, allow the creativity to come back to see what is possible. Either that or, man, you just have so much damn pain that you can't take it anymore. And so I think that's the key thing that we want to be thinking about, with people is, what pain are they going through? What are they experiencing? And then how do we get them into like that environment, into the right conversations to help them, work through that. And I think it's another great thing with the events, especially with EXP, is that you can bring the people in, and have them talk to the people, that are so accessible with leadership at EXP to be able to really speak to them and speak their language. I know we just had EXP Canada talk to B-Town this morning, said it was amazing. He said he was actually proud. That was his almost his exact words. He was proud of how EXP Canada was represented and how it went because of obviously the drastic comparison to last year. And I was like, well, I think they just kind of threw it together. It was like a week before EXP Con. So it was just kind of, almost felt like we have to do this instead of we get to do it. And he said, but they delivered. And he said, man, he goes, that was, I guess summed it up, man. He goes, man, I was proud. And I was like, man, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Yeah. So obviously we've got kind of direction where things are going. Obviously, tremendous amount of uncertainty in the market. I think that's popping up a lot of agents' curiosity and questions. They're not as busy as they thought they would be this time of the year, or listings that they have are starting to sit. So starting to see, some of those conversations, and as things are kind of moving into the season, moving into obviously graduations, early, vacations into summer. So there's definitely a lot of things happening with EXP making the announcements. Anything, I don't think we've been on to really talk about all of the changes that, Jay, I don't think you were on to kind of share your insights. I know Al, I think we talked a little bit about it, but kind of your take and thoughts on, RevShare 2.0 and the changes and what's to come and really kind of what that means.
Yeah. Man, it was a huge deal, and I was really impressed with how the company came to land on those changes. How involved how they involved the leaders in the company and the process, and ultimately I think they did the thing that we needed the most for a boost, which is we've all got leaders in our organizations that have 15, 20, 50, 30, people, things of that nature that just weren't getting, weren't able to hit the FLQA requirements. I think every single company that tries to copy this model, no matter where you're at, recruiting is hard, and hitting FLQA requirements is a big deal. It's difficult to do and manage, and removing that on levels 1 through 3 just unlocked a lot of people, to start getting more revenue share. And so I think that's a huge advantage for us against our competitors that don't have that. And, it should give us, a next wind of our next, agents that we're going to help get to 1,000. That's how I see it. And certainly, the conversations I've had with most people have been, it's no different. I mean, they're paying out the same money they've always been paying. So there's no change in terms of how much money's being paid out. It's just now it's easier to explain. We know what the base is and how it's calculated. And then there's opportunity for bonuses. The first year, getting 4,000 on an agent, that's huge as well. So a big bump on the first year for anybody that you recruit, just makes it where, agents can start earning more revenue share faster and, not have to, worry about those FLQA requirements, and, makes it a lot easier to unlock those further levels as well. So all wins across the board there. And I think a lot of people are really excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just ran into a situation like this is going to start to happen too, as long as you keep this top of mind awareness of what, the changes and everything. But so we have a gentleman who his mom is an independent broker, and she's been for a long time. She's in her upper 70s. She's getting ready to retire, and they still have the independent brokerage. So they're wondering well, how do we come in so mom gets taken care of? So typically when someone's wanting to retire, which this lady is, she's not going to go out there and start recruiting agents left and right. She just wants the drip. So perfect example of levels 1, 2, 3 now completely open. If we were to, bring that brokerage in, she comes in first, son comes in after, and then the brokerage, everybody wins. All her levels are open right off the rip, where she doesn't have to go out there and get 10, 15 agents to just get that income coming in right off the bat. And that's, just another, result of this change because if not, we'd had to stack people wide under her, and that sort of thing. So didn't even really think about that when the change happened, but we're already seeing, positive, it's making it easier, to do those types of things, which is one of the big advantages of our model, is to bring that. It's an end game. There's no end game for them staying independent at this point. No one's going to buy them. They're too small to buy. She's just going to be in a worse spot. So she's stuck. Keep the brokerage and make a little bit of money, or sell it and make next to nothing, and you're going to have nothing in 2 years or whatever it is. That's not the solution. This is the best solution. And it just got infinitely easier with 1 through 3 opening. So,
yeah.
Go ahead, John.
I didn't even think about that, but that is such a aha little nugget right there, right?
Yeah.
Little slight distinction that's massive. And I've seen larger organizations and people that have come in, whatever excuse they want to say, and then they bounce, it's because they didn't get to the value fast enough. And to me, when you have that and you're moving them over and they immediately can get to the value, like as soon as they start closing deals, you start to see that little rev share calculator go up, and people, a couple thousand here, there. It's a couple thousand. I mean, it's a big deal. And so I think that is that's an awesome nugget.
Something I hadn't thought of that this kind of changes. And it was just in a conversation I had with somebody about like stacking. You know, we used to say, man, that's a terrible idea. And you still have to get to 30, which is, you know, something to consider because it's 30 still not easy, but it even changes, like, you know, the opportunity for people to maybe stack and actually have all those levels unlocked. That strategy before, we would say that's probably not a good strategy. Might even look at that a little bit differently for people to kind of double up again, as opposed to in the past.
Good point. Because in addition to 1 through 3 being opened with no qualification, like FLQAs, they lowered number 4,
Right.
5, and 6.
Right.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. So
Yeah.
way more doable to unlock those as well. So, and just, bigger opportunity for everybody. I mean, I think, you know, it gave us the wind in our sails we need for growth with, you know, all these, you know, copycat companies coming along, trying to one up us. Nobody has 7 levels. Nobody has first 3 levels all unlocked. So, you know, you get to work if you're going somewhere else, because it's going to be harder.
Yeah, dude. I'll be honest with you. The everyone was focused on 1 through 3 opening up, or 1 was already open, but 2 and 3, we forget that 4, 5, 6. That was a huge boost for a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
That those weren't open, and now, like, in comparison, what is it? 5 for 4.
5, 10. Yep. 5, 10, 15, 30.
That's huge, because now with if you have 10 FLQAs and you have agents that are, you know, in that, what would that be, fifth level, you know, 10, you need 10 to open up what, level 3 with real, right?
Right.
You're getting all those extra, like 3 extra level or 2 extra levels of agents opened up. It's infinitely, it's a knockout punch. I mean, you know, monetarily. So we can't forget about that when you have people that are, you know, considering that move, and, you know, get us on the phone.
Yeah.
We got to do the math.
Yep.
I think that's a good little nugget right there too, Al. Is in getting back to understanding kind of the process, right? You know, we want to get back to fundamentals. We want to get back to, you know, what is the process. And I think, you know, as entrepreneurs, or we get into real estate, we want to tinker with shit all the time, right? It's just kind of why we get in, and we just want to constantly be tinkering. But I think get back to, you know, the imitate before you innovate. And one of the things, and I know it was the early indicator that we saw in who was going to grow and who wasn't, was the number of 3-way calls, and really leveraging your people, leveraging your upline, leveraging your support, and you know, taking advantage of those 3-way calls, man. I think it's so important, just to your point there, is like, get them on the phone with somebody. Like don't try to keep answering all the questions yourself. Get them around. I mean, even if they say the same exact thing that you're going to say, it's just coming from a different perspective, and it's going to land a little bit differently.
Yep. George is asking, any thoughts and plans on updating the attraction videos? It's going to have to happen.
It's on the list. Yeah. It's on my list of things to do. So we're going to have to get on that.
Yep. There's a long list of that too.
Yeah.
And Rapid Funnel is currently, we're changing, like we talked about, we're changing the branding of Rapid Funnel to One Big Fire. And so that there's going to be basically, like, let's call it a parent version that, you know, had Brent Go's video. Now that the change, Brent, I know, is making a new one. We will have that one once it gets edited and everything uploaded into the parent account. And then there'll be a Honey Badger version of it as well, off of the parent. Honey Badger version will have everything in it. And so it's George, good question. It's on the long list of to-dos that we have, we're working on right
now. Yeah. Love it. Love it. What other thoughts, you know, things that, you know, agents, I think what we're seeing, especially for a lot of agents out there, they're kind of, you know, they're having to put feet in both buckets of production as well as trying to increase headcount, just because they have to. So from a mindset perspective, as we're kind of going through back to, navigating both waters, what would be some advice that you would give these agents that are out there in the trenches as well as trying to increase headcount?
My best advice is, if you're not certified in express offers, and you're not making, that offer in itself, which would be a guaranteed cash offer, part of your overall strategy for top of funnel, then you should do that quickly. I just fundamentally believe the listing side is where you want your focus to be. Obviously, the buy side's great, and that's going to come your way, but your energy focus should be on listings, and it should be on the guaranteed offer. We have an exclusive platform that no one else has, this express offers platform, and very few are taking advantage of it. And I suggest that everybody jump in there, get the training. It's awesome. And it's the best offer. The top teams in this nation are using that offer.
Yep.
And a lot of people get hung up like, well, I can't guarantee making an offer. I don't have that kind of money or the credit or any of that. All those excuses are gone now with express offers. So, you're able to leverage the iBuyers on that platform, but you got to learn it. You got to get in there and do it. The other thing is revenues. Get in there and sign up for all the referrals coming in through revenues. Get in there, get the referrals from relocation, and all the other programs. They got an amazing program they put together that you can go to a corporation in your town, and it could be Target. It could be anywhere that employs a lot of people. Like in the Cleveland area, we have University Hospital and Cleveland Clinic are the two biggest employers. And, we have Sherwin-Williams and all these, and you can go to their HR department. It costs them nothing. And you can say, hey, if you name us as your preferred agent, your employees are going to get a benefit of a rebate back, whatever it's going to be. We have a program that Leo built. It's done for you. You don't have to go create anything. All you got to do is go sign these people up. Now, EXP has to approve the company. And some of them are already pre-approved. That's the beauty if it's big enough like Target. But you got to get in and play the game. You got to get into the batter's box, step in and take some swings. And, but they're out there. The softballs are out there. The revenues program's a softball. But you got to go in there and get it. And it's going to add, 6, 7, 8 more deals to your annual production.
Yeah, so, Carmen just posted, I got a reload lead for 1.2 million. That's pretty good.
Hello. You just got a text for that?
Yeah.
Carmen. Hey, Carmen. Of course you do. Carmen's in the game. Carmen's at every one of our trainings on Monday. She's all in. And that's why she's getting that, right? Like, she takes advantage of the benefits of being on this platform and growing her business. And you should too. Good job, Carmen. She's awesome. She's a force. Love it. All right, boys. Well, I got a big team to bring over. So if we don't have any other questions in this Q&A, I'm going to bounce. Pre-sale. The pre-sale, send me a DM, because the pre-sale on Rock and Rescue, seeing Gary LeVox of Rascal Flats, we have the tickets at $37 right now till June 1st. And then it goes up to $47. So general admission, $34. Get your tickets. This is going to sell out for sure, 1,000%.
Yep.
So it's rnrcle.com, I believe, where you can buy tickets live right now. It's pre-sale, so check that out. Get in there. And we're about to launch 2 other things. We're meeting with you, Jay, so you can approve our new onboarding concierge service that we're about to launch. Pricing's all set.
Yep.
The form is all set. run it by you. If you're cool with it, we're going to launch that. So keep next week, that will be ready for you guys to sign up and get the service for solo agents, small teams, mega teams, brokerages you want to help bring over. We can help you do that. And we'll have that done. It's done. We just don't want to launch it until everyone has eyes on it. And that's all I got, guys.
Cool. Good stuff. I know we got a lot of things going. I think to your point, Al, is it's the whole man in the arena, right? Don't be the critic on the side. Get your ass in the arena and get after it.
Let's do it.
Sweet. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys next time. See ya.
Freedom.